It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features the Saints' veteran linebacker. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Saints and the Bears, just ahead on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Another try after the first down sack. Fields under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Boy, how about this? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one. And their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback. Throwing to start the drive. Scott forced out to his left. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This defense for the Bears, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Bears hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon here, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Field goals, all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces, because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team, and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Scott. This is the tight end, Fant. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. brings it in. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Blake Gillikin out to punt here as he'll send this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Bears take over. Our first half update now from Philadelphia. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker at the bottom of your screen for other updates around the NFL here in Week 6. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. These two teams all tied after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Fields. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On 2nd, here's Algier. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. To try again after the sack, Fields. Going to be caught here left side, Moore. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Fields. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. He's actually utilized more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would think.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Fields now to throw. And it's caught by Olsen. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now here's Fields on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get...
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Fields throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. To the air again, Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints coming out now to take the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And a throw right sideline is complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now it's Fields. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. There's Chris Olave. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Saints to take over. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Scott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, here this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a 1-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Scott now to throw on 2nd down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Scott will find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 15-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Scott. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired. And
that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the score. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
incomplete on the quick throw to Moore. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Again, he finds Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards left on second down. On play action, Fields. He's got this to Pickens. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Scott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Scott. Flush to his right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Fields on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A gain there of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, it's Fields. Finds Pickens out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again is Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 31. The Bears on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Algier will try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now here's Fields on the sneak, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. To throw is Fields. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw again on second down, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They went empty. Out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold him there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. Operating from the gun, Scott. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down. Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Back to throw. Scott. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now Fields. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So now Fields and the Bears down by 12. Just under 2 minutes to go. Their 4-game winning streak in great danger. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw, Fields. He's got Pickens, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Fields now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be taken down, but flags all over the field, and I don't think this is going to stand. Well, I have to say that I've never, ever seen this one before. They get the interception, but instead of taking the football, they accept the penalty.
But Brandon, you ever heard the term overthinking it?
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. The Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Fields. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Fields. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And one last throw here for Fields. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Now Fields.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they bump their lead to 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Bears, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3.